What's going on is the Wolf, and we back with another episode of The Couch, and I'm extremely excited today because I find myself joined by one of Philly's most prominent entertainers. He go by the name of DJ Crazy, but I look at him like a brother. So don't go nowhere because when we come back, we're going to be joined by DJ Crazy, but for now, check out Jay Century as he give y'all his new song, Kelly Drive. Let's get it. The Wolfing Hour.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Just got off of Kelly Drive, speeding down to 95, and it pissed me off how you don't give a fuck. Now you telling me I'm immature, I tell you you're insecure. Night and day like I'll be sure, telling me shit that I can't be sure of. Ooh. You don't know that I can get someone to take your place. Ooh, you keep telling these lies right to my face. Now you calling trying to pick a fight, and you want me to say that you were right, but I stand my ground, gotta pick a side. Gotta show me is you for to know you down the ride. Now you tell me I'm fucking up, I tell you you're fucking up. Now you want a grand post and subs. Been through this, girl, I had enough. Ooh, you don't know that I can get someone to take your place. Ooh, you keep telling these lies right to my face. Ooh, you don't know that I can get someone to take your place. Ooh, you keep telling these lies right to my face. Oh. What's up, homies? This is Jay Century pulling up to the couch performing my new song, Kelly Drive, for Wolfing Hour.
Oh, man. First of all, big shout out to Jay Century for such an amazing performance. He just did his thing, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. But we joined by the one and only DJ Crazy. What's up, bro?
What's up, Brody?
When I introduced, I said, y'all know him as DJ Crazy, but I know him as more like a brother. So I wanted to make sure that I put that on there. But first of all, I don't normally give people their flowers until the middle or the end, but I just got to tell you, bro, you're doing your thing, bro, and I'm proud of you. I got to open the show with that because I'm really extremely proud of you, and it's amazing to see what you've been doing, even after so many years of putting in the work, right? So, like, that's kind of where I want to start. For the people that don't know who DJ Crazy is, like, let them know who you is, what you do, and then we'll kind of go from there.
DJ Crazy, the dancing, producing DJ. Mr. Shake That. Mr. Wu-Tang, all of that. From Baltimore, raised in Philly. Now I'm in Jersey and shit. You feel me?
Nigga just got dancing all in every part of your body. You went from Baltimore to Philly to Jersey.
Jersey, yeah.
So listen, let's go through that. So when did you come to Philly? How old was you?
I was 13.
13. So what was the first 12 years like in Baltimore?
The first party, you say?
No, first 12 years. Like
first 12 years.
From 0 to 12.
I could say it was creative, you feel me? I come from like a creative, like gospel family, you could say.
Yeah.
But, me being I was an orphan child for real, raised around like my grandma. So I was raised around girls and shit, you feel me? My grandma. So like my upbringing was good. Like creatively it installed into me like what's the day for real. Everything I'm doing.
So what would you say the similarities to growing up as a kid in Baltimore and then coming to Philly? Was it an easy transition or was it like a culture shock? Was it completely different?
Culture-wise, it was kind of the same.
Yeah.
I felt at home, even with the dancing. Like I came here at 13, so I found the Wu-Tang a week later.
What year was that?
That was like, oh shit. Well, it was gotta been like 08-ish.
Yeah.
08-ish, yeah.
You came around when we were still throwing parties.
I met you when you was Nasty Nah. It was Team Loyalty days.
Yeah, before the rapper.
Yes, sir. Yes. Throwing cookouts.
Yeah,
yes,
I remember we threw y'all the torch. We was like, damn, them little, I don't know, I felt like a lot of people of our generation, like I feel like when we was throwing parties, cause dancing wasn't, it was y'all popularized it back then, right? Like, the Corey Flockas, and I'm not gonna say nobody else was dancing before that, cause like that'd be a lot, but I'm just saying like, when y'all came as Team Nike, y'all took over YouTube, then you had the Dollar Boys, and then like that was like a whole new era and generation where I felt like a lot of people that was like in party in 08, 09 before the 2010 wave hit, they was kind of like resisting it. We was like, nah, like they on some shit, like them little niggas, they the ones, and then you know y'all turned it up. So like, what was that like coming here, being young, meeting people that's on what you on, and then creating a wave, you know what I mean, even 10, 12 years ago?
It was, like, you know how we felt, bro. I tell people like this, everybody be like, damn, how you feel about the Shake That Way? I was like, bro, I felt this
already
at a young age. You know, I saw one of my first time to come around Team Loyalty, right? We was walking from a cookout and a little girl ran up to y'all, and I wanted that for myself. A little girl just off of, you know, parties. We didn't even have music back then, you feel me saying? So it was like, growing up back then with it was like, the feeling was crazy. Having like, you couldn't go to the gallery without people knowing you. You couldn't go to South Street without people knowing you.
And this before social media was crazy. This was we were still on MySpace. Yeah, this was MySpace.
Putting codes
you had to make your page.
We
was web designers, ain't even know it.
Coders, bro. I be looking back on that, bro. We was really learning coding and stuff.
Let me ask you a question, just off subject, but do you think if you got an opportunity to make a MySpace page today, would you still know how to do it?
Fuck no.
I don't think I know how to do it. I don't know. How the
remember
fuck
the parentheses shit we used to do?
Like,
I
don't
something
know.
with the parentheses.
Yo, I don't know, bro. I just know we was copying and pasting. We was going to websites, copying and pasting. Next thing you know, an image appearing, your page is sliding, it's moving. They taught us how to be coders, but we didn't understand technology for what it was going to become. We thought that shit was just going to be a trend, but now you see we have it today. So, all right, I don't want to jump too far away from. So, all right, you came to Philly. Who did you come to Philly with if you were living in Baltimore with your grandmama?
My mom. So, people don't know this. This area right here we in, Allegheny Lehigh, this is where all the drug programs at.
He's lying. We in the greater Northeast, but it's a great neighborhood where we at.
No, I'm fucking with you. Like the Lehigh, Allegheny North area, this is where a lot of drug programs at. So my mom came here to get clean.
Okay.
Feel me? So damn, then my mom wound up being like the liaison, you know, going to Baltimore, taking the addicts back up here. So I got up here because of my mom.
So was she like the Harriet Tubman of that?
She was like, really like, you know, she was giving her little rundown on, you know, how hard it was her to get up here. She already knew what to say to somebody from Baltimore, moving them from state to state, you feel me? So, and down that time, you know, meeting her, well, it felt like I met her. I already knew my mom, you feel what I'm saying? But at the time, it felt like, you feel me? I was raised, you know, I saw her coming in and out, but I was raised by my grandma, you know what I'm saying? So I met her literally
at that age,
at 13, like relationship wise, like, you feel me?
So let's speak to that a little bit more. Then. So like, what was that process like when you was like, damn, like this actually, because you know, like you said, she your mom, she coming in and out, but now she's like your mom, she's parenting you at this point.
I didn't use your crib to fucking disappear on her.
Like
when we first moving to Philly, it was like this. All right, she moved me to Philly, and I didn't peep. She was trying to protect me from how Philly is today. At the time, Nicetown was one of the hoods that you could go to and hide out. Sit on your step to 7 in the morning. Now Philly period is super turned up, super dangerous. So at the time, I didn't understand. Like my mom moved me all the way here, bro. I was playing 2 sports in Baltimore. I was dancing for one of the biggest dance groups. You feel me, in Baltimore City. So it's like, bro, you moved me here. Week later, I found the Wu-Tang. I found CPR. That's, you know, CY and them that turned out to be Stay With It with Feast and Damage and them. So I found Stay With It, CPR. So now I'm happy. I found a Nicetown Titans right there. Now I'm happy. So it's like, as I'm exploring the jams, Jams Nightclub, Starlight Ballroom, Blue Horizon, Hideaway, my mom calling the cops on me.
For real?
Yeah, bro. She was just on some like, you running away type time. But it was me. I was finding DJ Crazy. I can't tell you I was out here shooting a gun or selling drugs. You know, I was really finding entertainment. You know, Philly entertainment. Even finding like the b-boy scene back then. Finding like that breakdancers really from Philly, the real DJs from Philly.
And you know what's so funny, man? Because even going back to that, you've been this person since back then, and I feel like time is just catching up to who you are. Cause like, I can't act like I understood the way you, like your appearance, that you used to dress different, you would wear a jumper with a look. You was like different to us, you know what I mean? But everybody always knew this motherfucker dance, this motherfucker creative, you always gonna bring that same energy. And I can say that from back then till this day, I've never seen you not perform and give 150%, whether it's 5 people or 5,000 people. This motherfucker will put on the, you book you for an event, bro, and you gonna turn that shit up, whether it's 3 people in there or 300 or 3,000. And that's something that I can say I've seen since all the way back then there 15 years ago, right?
Damn.
No, for sure, because like I gotta acknowledge it because
I
again,
appreciate that, bro.
And I'm gonna go even more further in depth to even your career and your journey and being on the outside of it and being in my own space and how I was able to witness certain things and watch your growth, man. Like, you know, but I'm gonna tap into that. But before we get into that, we're gonna cut to a quick commercial break. Don't go nowhere. We come back, we're gonna be joined and finish this conversation with DJ Crazy.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why you should come to First Step Marketing. For one, we're affordable, which means that we are cheaper than all of our competitors, which means you get the same results, a much smoother process, and a much cheaper price. 2, we're convenient. We're located smack dead in the heart of Philadelphia. So if you live in Philly or the surrounding areas, you can pull up on us and get face-to-face service, or we can service you virtually from anywhere in the world. And 3, we're reliable. We've serviced thousands of satisfied customers who have nothing but good things to say about us and our service. And we would love to add you to that list. So look below for details. Come get with us. We can't wait to take care of you. Wolf has spoken. Now, I said I was going to tap into, you know, the emergence of your career, but even before that, right? Because, well, all right. So through the transition, you coming from Philly to Baltimore, from Baltimore to Philly. What was some of the maybe like the hardest thing you had to overcome? You know what I mean? Was it just the only thing with the relationship between your mom, or was there some other stuff that you went through that might have been challenging or traumatic that you had to overcome?
My dad just came home.
At that time?
I met my mom at 13. My dad just got done doing a 13-year bid. So I was one of them childs where my dad basically had sex with my mom and got booked 13 years type time. So me balancing that, like, cause, you know, he came home, worked for the city, he worked with crazy kids, he had a big house, he let me pick out my dog. It was like everything opposite than what I learned from him. Mind you, ain't nobody ever promote my dad to me as a bad person, but my dad didn't tell it all books in Baltimore, people telling on him, and you know, he was the bull in Baltimore for us. So it's
like he was in a drug game?
Drug game, but he was a licensed shooter for a lot of people who was in the drug game.
You a junior?
Time. Yeah.
Cause your name, no, that's crazy. Yeah. Your name, cause when I think about your government, I'm like, why that name always sounded familiar? I might have heard of your dad or something.
Yeah. Frank Hill. Frank Hill he in real live tele law books. You can Google them Jones. Yeah. But balancing that, like me hearing all them stories about my dad from both sides, and then coming home and he's a whole opposite person. And I'm trying to like get to know him type time. So that was hard for me, bro. Like being detached from Baltimore. But like I said, what saved me is like I found what I was doing in Baltimore on 10 times in Philly though. Like I found it. Like
So let's talk about that. Then you said you discovered the Wu-Tang, but y'all remixed it. Y'all went from Wu-Tanging to just tanging.
Yes.
So what was that process? And I don't think I realized that it was something different until I sat down with CY. And he said, I'm like, oh. He's like, yeah, they sped it up. They sped the music up. So who idea was that?
So my Wu-Tang story is I saw Freak Nasty in this park in like a nice town called the Mini Park.
I know the
Mini Park, you feel me? He used to pop up with a truck that got a stage in it. So I'm fucked up. Like, you feel me? You know me good with like, you could put me in Stevie Wonder house and he ain't there and I'm just starstruck because that's the type shit I mentioned. Bro,
the experience.
Yes, bro. He popping up in the middle of the hood with a stage letting us dance. Mind you, I only had my Baltimore shit at the time. Fucking it up. He asked my mom to take us on like, you know, a hood tour. We was hitting all the hoods. She said no. So that, you know, that fucked me up. But seeing like the Wu-Tang, right? So when I met my bro DJ Pop, you see what I was talking about. Pop, me and Pops, me and him used to, in Team Nike, my boy Fresh, who's actually running Team Nike at the time. Fresh. Remember Fresh? Fresh kept calling us Double Trouble. Cause we start like going around 2, 3, beating people bad in Wu-Tang. You feel me? Double Trouble. So you know, CY start stamping it. They all start editing videos of me and Pops. So now we have our first big battle, right? We had 2 groups. People who don't even tell this story. It was Team Nike, but our breakdancing group was called Crush Groove Crew. So we had our first battle in the gallery against these Chinese bulls. Nice as fuck. They fucked us up. But we pitched the video. You can go to it to this day. I saw your interview. Fresher was talking about his YouTube page and shit. Fresher, all the videos is up there. You know what I'm saying? We was battling these top-notch Chinese bulls. Before Red Bull was anything, the Red Bull bands battles when Chinese bulls spin on one finger, they was doing that back then in Philly. So we battling them or whatever like that, and me and Pops in the back of the gallery like, crease it. That's what we was about to call it. We used to move our feet with the Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? And then Pops just start like, he just start moving different. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mind you, we was producing at the time too. We was taking like that stiff ass knocking at the door sound, putting like an 808 joint, speeding up.
Yeah.
Pop start moving his feet with it. Then he start doing little tricks with it, and I start copying him. So we start calling a copycat.
Yeah.
So probably like, you know, a couple weeks after that, we was like, tang it, because we was saying crease it first.
Yeah.
Crease it. It wasn't
Yeah.
tang it at
Yeah.
first. You know,
Yeah,
it was
yeah, yeah.
crease it. So
And then that just kind of. So let's jump a little ahead, right? So like looking at the evolution of the dance Wu-Tang to Tang to now seeing the Blitz and the Shake Dance and you know all of the other new dances that's coming. Like you know what I mean? What's your perspective on that?
it's everything I planned for it to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Yeah.
You know me with like, you know, I was managed by Wall Street and shit, so
Yeah.
they know everything about my idea of A&R the artist and producing it, recording it. You know what I'm saying? They was there for the whole idea, so it's like
That shit's crazy,
you
bro.
feel me? Like you feel me? You was there, so with them it was like it was like, you know, this was after Yak Yola and BBM China.
Yeah.
So now I'm worrying about my music now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't off the manager and tip myself.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
I'm like on my type time. And I see these young boys, bro. At first, I'm DJing this storefront in West Philly, and a little 5-year-old came up to me, told me to pull in Philly Goats. This when they had this song called Broke Shit.
Broke Shit, yeah.
Broke Shit. It was just a trap song or whatever like that. And I'm like, who the fuck? And this young boy, they all like, it was this storefront party. They hit this routine. Shake that shit to the left, to the right. Move like your body. Let's go. I'm like, yo, like, you feel me?
Yeah.
It just reminded me of us,
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
party wave. So I went, you know, on the internet and I found Sturdy. Told Sturdy about my album, like, yo, bro, get on my album. I feel like I understand y'all. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, let me try to get y'all a record that can really transcend.
Yeah.
This was when, you know, the dance wasn't named yet.
Yeah.
Shake That wasn't named yet. It was still in the project. It was a viral project, North Philly thing at first.
Yeah.
So, you know, Sturdy said, bad. I picked them up. And, you know, history is told. You feel me? They actually helped me build the Shake That sound. We made our first song. People don't understand. It was Philly Shake before Shake That.
I remember. It was on the
You feel-
album.
Yeah,
It was on
yes.
Let's Go Crazy. I
Yes,
remember
sir.
you first dropped the album and then re-dropped it.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. It was Philly Shake. They helped me even produce that beat. You know, at first,
That's
you know,
fire.
I played them something similar to Let's Go Crazy with Snoop.
Yeah.
They was like, it's too slow. It's too slow, Crazy, too slow. All right, bet, let's cook some shit. They kept speeding on faster. Use this sound, use that sound. We made Philly Shake, and that allowed me, you know, the next day I made the Shake That beat and shit.
This that Philly shake, so hit your shake. This that Philly shake, yeah, that goat shake. This that Philly shake, so hit your shake. This that Philly shake.
And that beat ridiculous.
Feel me?
And it's what's so crazy, right? I was saying this shit when you was on your way down here. I was telling my team, I'm like, yo, we used to be in Crazy Basement when he was producing Let's Go Crazy. This was 2019.
Working on it for a minute.
Working on it. And I gotta be honest and say, I ain't see the vision, right? I fucked with the song. I'm like, this shit hot. We was in there dancing to it, coming up with shit like, yo, how much? But I never would have I just knew that for being your type of music. I never would have seen it capturing the world the way it's been capturing it. But it just seemed so fitting that, like you said, now let you explain how it came about with the Philly Goats and how they kind of contributed and added what it was missing up in the tempo. And now you throw that crazy sauce on there. And now you compile it with a dance and now you got a movement. And it's like, I don't know, man. For me, like I said, it was like the pot was simmering. It was like you could see it starting to bubble. But then I go to Atlanta. I live in Atlanta for a year. I look up, y'all got the biggest record in the world in a sense. Like, all right, maybe tell me it was the biggest record in the world because I'm like, damn, I know these motherfuckers. Like, all these motherfuckers from the city. Here's how's I supposed to come on. I'm just ready to drop the butt, put the back of the head. I'm like, oh
Philly
shit,
shit.
that's
Yeah.
Philly shit.
That's
You know what
Philly
I'm saying?
shit.
And then, but you ain't stopped there, bro. You got Get Humpy. You got the 5-star John. Bro, you
Sloan,
produced.
yeah.
You produced with Sloan. You produced every major record that was coming. So was it the momentum that from that record that carried you into the other records, or was it just a coincidence? Like, did these people see what you did and was like, oh, let's cook up, or was it something where it was like, it all was already there and it just hit and you just kept going?
Well, like I said earlier, right? A lot of this shit was premeditated by me.
Yeah.
Like I was, you know, I've been working on this shit probably today for like 6 years.
Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah.
So, who I linked up with. Sloan was one of the first people I linked up with before. I've been telling him since he dropped Shark Baby with Tiz, bro, let me create the Wolf and Demon sound. This was when, you know, R.I.P. Ski was living. I was blowing them both up.
Yeah.
This was right when I made Let's Go Crazy with Snoop.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, yo, like I understand. I kept telling him.
Yeah.
He finally hit me back. I hit him up like, yo, bro, I'm getting done my album on fourth quarter. I sent him this one joint called Vogue Love.
Yeah.
Vogue Love he dropped. And from there, I just created around that.
Yeah.
So Sloan, we was working behind the scenes. The Shake That came out before me and Sloan had, before we dropped Swag Talk, before we dropped Just Like That. Shake That was already viral. It was leaked.
Okay.
So Sloan, we premeditated that shit. Me and him was on the same frequency.
Yeah.
You feel me? He believed in the whole DJ
I seen
Crazy
y'all went
idea.
up to 99 and he went crazy up there.
Like we did the Come Up show. We
Yeah.
did dope. You know, like I brought him up to dope shows.
Yeah.
So all of that was premeditated. Like I said, with Philly Goats, I found them. Feel me? Shake That. What happened was, you know, you remember Zai was on my album at first.
Yeah.
Zai didn't make my album.
Oh, yeah, you saying you ain't put the song on there?
No, I ain't put none of, you know, I had about, I basically got EP with Zai. I ain't put none of that
Yeah,
shit
you
on the
did.
album.
You used to have a bunch of them records.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
So
yeah.
with Zai is because, you know, with my album, like I needed a show and video. Zai was busy as fuck.
Yeah.
For some reason, me and him couldn't get on the same tight time.
Yeah.
Sturdy hit me up like, yo, bro, I want to put Zai on the song. I said, bro, you sure? Because I've been reaching out for him.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah. So I called Zai myself. We all link in Philly.
Yeah.
All right. We come back to my crib. Mind you, he come into the crib to get on. It's the Philly shake, so hit the shit. I ain't feel it.
Yeah.
Because I felt like we'd be forcing it. I already had all three of the Philly Goats on there.
Yeah.
And that shit was already viral.
Yeah.
So I played them to Shake That beat.
And it was
History was made with that, you feel me? And as far as everything, like Humpty, I practically kept getting on bro nerves to be a rapper.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, like, you know, if you peep, Shake That gave birth to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of careers, bro. You got characters like D-Wiz, you got the 5-Star Twins, you got Brill, you got Lay Banks, you got Rico came back, Zai came back. Shake That wave is special. You gave people second chances and new waves.
Shit is epic.
You know what I'm saying? Even with Brill wasn't a rapper yet. He was just, little girls was fucking crying over him like he Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Bro, I saw it. I did school tours with the young boy. So now I had Lay Banks locked in.
Yeah.
We was working on our collab EP. Bro kept coming. I was telling bro, be a rapper, bro. Like if you can find a bot, it's gonna work with
Yeah.
you because you for some reason
You already got the star power.
hell yeah, he contagious, bro. Whatever
Yeah.
that young boy did, it just went up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, like, it didn't make sense. So I got the 5-Star Twins in there for the first time. Brill walk up. Feel me?
Yeah.
It's like, yo, go in the booth with them. He just started vibing with them. And then when I heard the Get Humpty part, you know me, I just started sequencing it. He said that's the song. Won't need no more.
Yeah.
Copy paste.
Yeah. And that
No.
one little line, dickhead, that shit.
Dickhead.
That shit
And
got
it's-
motherfuckers in the choke code.
Oh my God, I can't.
That was the most Philly shit I ever heard in a record.
And look, I can't
In my
even
life.
spoil it now, and I'm gonna let you hear it off the camera, but the fact that this young boy said that's the most Philly-ish shit ever. Everybody said DJ Drama.
That's the
Don
most Philly
Cannon.
shit I've ever heard in
Ever
a
heard.
song in my life.
And
no
I-
matter what it was. Just him simply saying dickhead. Cause that's Philly. What? Dickhead, backdoor dickhead.
That's Philly shit.
That's Philly. Like, so no, but I think that's the most admirable part from my perspective, being like somebody who's been in the culture for so long, just being able to watch it. I always say that. I like saying that. But you spoke towards Drama, Don Cannon,
Mm-hmm.
DJ Drama. So what was that process like, you know, being able to work with some of the GOATs that's in the music industry?
The fact they even interested in my career, it kind of like fucked me up. You
Yeah.
feel me? We still in the process of everything now. But being in the room with them, like, and them telling me I just pulled up on Don Cannon at the Rec Philly thing.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
walked
was-
in.
yeah, I was in
Oh
there.
yeah, that's where we exchanged numbers. And when I walked in, he just talking about me like to
Yeah,
a crowd. That's
yeah.
like a big deal to me, bro,
Yeah.
because it's like they carry the same energy from behind the scenes. They really think I'm the biggest thing out of Philly right now.
Yeah.
So that's an honor because, bro, this is basement work for you to like manifestation and power of the tongue and law of attraction is real, bro. The fact that I was working on this, like it had phases. Like with y'all, I had worked on this personally with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you got people like that, they got Jack Harlow, Uzi, Illuminati, Seti Hen, they got a dope roster, and they look at me like as the next big thing.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: did you ever have days where you wanted to give up?
Hell yeah. Like you said, bro, like we burnt out because we went through about 15 different reinventing ourselves. Because in this shit, you gotta stay relevant. So whatever relevance is, if it's a whole 2 years of throwing parties, picking up people, not smacking the shit out of people, not messing up your name, paying your shit on time for fucking 3 years straight, then go to the next wave. Yeah. Now we might be a security guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get me? Like,
no, you're like, what are you doing now? I'm staying the fuck around. I'm staying alive. What you talking about?
Yes, sir. So this shit, working on my album was one of the best things. Like, I could say it was hard. The thing that was hard with me is understanding that it's my time to focus on myself.
Dog, and let me say this, right? Because, like, you were signed to Wall Street, and you used to always get on my back about me calling you a DJ and not introducing you like an artist. He's like, bro, you keep just saying our DJ. Bro, I'm an artist. And I'd be like, crazy. I'm not doing it because you're just a DJ. I'm only doing it because you DJ crazy. And I always laugh about that when I look back. I'm like, because this motherfucker because people think you just popped out like, nah, I'm an artist. No, you've been calling yourself an artist
for a minute.
For years. Like, to the point where
I be people to understand it.
Like, he be like, I'm not just a DJ. I'm also an artist. Like, this isn't a set. This is a performance.
Right.
But when you think about it, it really is, because when you do my birthday parties, you're going to come in the crowd. You're going to dance. You're going to rap the songs. And you got your own variations to the songs. You might play a big drip. Like, you might play his version. Next thing you know, you hear crazy. Then you hear your version. You start hearing the party. So it's like, motherfuckers don't understand that that's you performing. They just thinking you DJing because. DJ. But it's like, nah, and I feel like you are the first person I've seen personally, because I can't say, I don't know, I'm not a DJ, but that has identified as an artist and not just a DJ, and actually was able to run with that to the point where it's like, you, even when you producing, you put yourself down as like an artist and not. So what made you come up with that? Like, what was that play about? Because I think it's smart, but how does that, producers don't do that. So like, how does that happen?
Even with the Shake That Way, right? If you peep like the kids that don't understand it, they be like, how's that crazy song? Why you ain't tagging this person? Or why that? And people don't understand, bro. Like, I'm just a modern day Teddy Riley. I'm not modern day Khaled, modern day Drama, modern day Quincy Jones. We don't have that from Philly. My thing is, like, if we don't have like somebody like myself that's finding the artists, producing them, co-writing with them, recording them, making sure they don't got no budget. You feel me? Like, we got wrapped out, our arms around that. For years, I was fighting for that shit. Even when, when you was managing me, one of my first hit something, my first industry placement, was, bro did the business. He go get it. Go get it with Yak Yola. You feel me?
Put the contract together.
Yes, sir. So, and that's, bro, he made sure, like, even that's why I be at.
Bro, we always take care of our artists.
Yes,
we always
sir.
make sure y'all was cool.
Yes,
every time it was ever a paperwork discussion, we always tried at least to the best of our ability to make sure y'all was cool.
Even down, bro, that's why I say I salute you, because down to the day, I get residuals for that shit. All my masters, all of that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
What I'm saying? So, but with that being said, bro, I had to, like, keep promoting this shit. I had to keep going, bro. Like, a lot of people didn't want to understand this shit. Even the dance producing DJ shit. I heard when I first met Boona, right? He tells me he had Zod at the time, and this was after what he said, crazy, I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. When I first met you, I just thought you was doing too much until I saw it. He had to see it. He had to really experience. He was like, now I get it. He saw me, like, I rehearsed Young K. Feel what I'm saying? I rehearsed PNB Rock. I rehearsed AR Ab. Then on top of that, make the music. So I feel like this go around, I'm still fighting. That's why I fuck with Drama and I fuck with Cannon and them, because they understand, like, an artist like myself, because I don't exist in Philly as far as the style of artist I am. Like the Teddy Riley type nigga, the Quincy Jones nigga. Just don't invest. You
always stuck out. But now is where now is like one of them things where you have created something that now the world is gravitating to. So it's like now you stand out even more, because it's like you can't duplicate who you are. So everybody got no choice but to acknowledge and respect it because it's something, like you said, that's been going on for years, but you just got your moment. You know what I'm saying?
Moment, right.
So when you spoke to saying that you thought about giving up at a point in time, and this is my question before we're going to cut to another commercial break. So what was that process for that artist that might be in that position thinking about giving up to keep going? Like, what kept you going?
God, spiritual, praying, like getting out of. I don't believe in like the fleshy. That was my flesh talking. What I didn't see on the surface. You know what I'm saying?
That's heavy.
Yeah, and then it's like one of my. I just read my like my scripture the other day when I'm in my head about. Damn, I gave everybody these hits, but ain't nobody wrapping their arms around me like Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You don't care. Sturdy is my fucking young boy. I love him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you would think if I'm the new Turbo, if I'm the new, what's his name? Metro Boomin, we would wrap our arms around me. But this Philly, what we say, like it's like that weird Philly energy. So I had to understand, like, my quote basically said, don't do nothing from the physical, let God do it.
Yeah.
Don't go out here trying to, like, what is I'm about to do? I'm about to go and say something about, I'm about to go at niggas. Like, nah, bro, I had to let God, like, literally, and it ain't cliche to say, because nowadays, it's like Wolf said, now we the ones that's in this position to put people on. Now we our aunts, too. Yeah. We our aunts, we our uncles, we sound just like them, so it ain't cliche.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This shit.
It's just what it is.
Spiritual, bro. I had to pray my way out of that.
And it's crazy because, like, the way I look at it, from my perspective, like, I feel like everybody is where they supposed to be, doing what they supposed to do. Ideally, we would want to see it be like something, but I feel like whether it feel like that, it look like that. So from the outside looking in, it looked like everybody just worked together, right? So it's like, I feel like y'all changed the narrative of that weird Philly energy. I don't see that this go around. I feel like y'all did it. Y'all made history.
Fact.
So it's like if you played on a college team with somebody, and then y'all get drafted to two different teams in the NBA. That's just where the league took y'all. But y'all both made it off some shit y'all did. So everybody, LeBron and Wade didn't get drafted together. They was in the same draft, but it took years for them to come back and be like, yo, we got to win a chip together.
Fact.
So that's how I view the perspective of everything that's happening. It's like y'all all created something nobody knew. It's like when the Temptations blew up or any fucking group that blows up. You never know where success gonna take each individual member, right? So it's like, I feel like y'all all in your own wave of expediting your careers, but when y'all get there, then it might look a little different.
Right.
So I just wanted to say that, but we about to cut to another commercial break, and when we come back, we're gonna finish this conversation with DJ Crazy, and we're gonna get into our open discussion. Don't go nowhere.
Hey Wolf,
What's going on?
why should I register my business with First Step Marketing and not LegalZoom?
Can I do some examples?
Yep,
All right, cool. What am I holding in my hand?
iPads.
And which one would you pay more for?
That one.
Are you referring to the black one?
Yep,
Why?
because it's bigger, it looks nicer, it holds more information.
What about now? What am I holding in my hand?
Books.
Which one would you pay more for?
Neither.
Why not?
They're the same book, they hold the same information.
Okay, so that pretty much describes why you should come to First Step Marketing and not LegalZoom. Don't pay more to get the same information. Don't pay more to get the same results. We are offering you the same information and you'll get the same results by registering your business with First Step Marketing, and you'll save a ton of money. Conversation comes to an end without getting into our open discussion. And our open discussion is more conversational. You can ask me questions, I shoot you questions, we just chop it up like we do any other time. But nah, man, just like I was just saying off camera, bro, I see your brand as something that could grow to be like big, like outside of the music, something that you can get into the acting, you can get into being like a fucking a model for one of these brands, and you know what I mean. I see it as because you already created, you're creative, so we like. Your creativity stems far beyond the music. Even when you used to do photo shoots with us, you would do some shit to stand out. Don't do a fucking handstand on you. Like everybody standing there looking like gangsters. This nigga crazy on the hand. Like, you know what I mean? Doing a fucking handstand.
That.
And like you got it when it comes to that, bro. So like just, you know, your process is going to be different than the average person because where you're going is different than where the average person is even able to go. So even on days when you think about giving up, bro, like just remember how far you came.
Yes, sir.
The nigga that was dancing in the gallery in 2009,
Yeah.
and now you on stages with celebrities. You're a celebrity DJ. You're a celebrity yourself, and you know now you got a lot of accolades, bro.
I had to like, and that's one thing. Like when we like when we go back to the question, but for here, I had to make myself understand, like, bro, like you know how bad I wanted to get out the club scene as far as like working at this club, bar tab, gotta be here 7 days a week. Just
You hate, I remember that shit.
I don't gotta do that no more.
Yeah, that's heavy.
I don't gotta like go work at this bar in North Philly or West Philly.
Yeah.
And, nah, bro, now every booking, you know, I gotta book a guard. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, make sure whatever I'm getting, I can help him out, especially a role manager. So I had to look back on shit like, damn, crazy. You feel me? You came a long way. Like, you doing your son's birthday this year by music, like music money. Not even like my booking money, just music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's heavy.
So that shit actually motivate me. And you feel me? I had to understand that I came a long way. And then on top of that, I had to get everything else out my head, like the social media, what everybody was saying. I'm on the couch clearing it up. I ain't no fucking producer. I ain't no DJ.
Yeah.
The dancing, producing DJ. This shit, I don't send beats. I don't believe in emailing beats. I believe in crafting a hit with the artist. It's a whole idea.
Yeah.
I ain't get shake that by sending Zai and Sturdy a beat. No, I crafted that for my album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't get Humpty by sending Brill and Heem and Sabri a beat. No, bro, I crafted that shit. I saw an idea. Like, I won't ever. Only way I email a beat to somebody with is if we have that you know, that Yak Yola AR-Ad PNB rock connection to where I already get it. I already know how to create for you here. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, it's an idea. So if you want what's happening, you gotta follow the protocol.
Art. You want to create art with people because you're an artist. It makes sense. I get that. So do you got any questions that you want to throw my way? It's crazy. We had a crazy like 30-minute conversation during the intermission. And I would hate to leave like that conversation untouched, but do you got anything?
Hell yeah.
So yeah, let's talk.
One of the big joints is like, how's been the whole like reinventing yourself? Because I done saw different hats that you wore.
Yeah, for sure.
R&O, Wolf on Wall Street.
Yeah.
The manager, the comedy show, you manage who mayor, people that probably go over on people's head.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Shit, we had Gee Funny too.
Gee Funny, his son too. Like I remember I DJ his freaking the school drive or some shit. So even with that, bro, like how was that to reinvent yourself each wave?
No, it's crazy you even say that, right? Because like when we say all camera, it's like it's about being relevant. I feel like you don't stay relevant for 15 years without being formless. And like being formless is about knowing who you are and being yourself, but knowing how to also adjust to what's happening around you. Like don't be the person like we were just getting on you about not being on TikTok. Like you got viral songs, but you ain't on TikTok yourself. Like, and for me, I always felt like I was innovative. So like a lot of shit I saw, I felt like I seen it before it even materialized and then jumped. I used to be like, why nobody never thought to? And then it made me realize that God didn't give him the idea, he gave it to me. So I might come up with an idea and I might take it 30% for somebody else to take it the other 70. And over the years, I realized like, I was the first person as an individual, not a group, that had his own party song, right?
Fair.
Then we see a Team Nike wave come with the Nike song. And you know, then I start rapping, I start a movement, R&O. I was the first person to be a rapper on the new Philly scene, right? Next thing you know, you see other rap groups, other movements. Then I jumped into entrepreneurship. You know, I'm not the first entrepreneur to ever do it, but I started a company that helped people start companies. One of the things that people didn't know how to do was the paperwork and the website marketing. They didn't understand that in 2016, right? People were still working 8 9 to 5s of our generation. This new generation, I feel like stemmed from everything that was already done that we created, right? I could accept that that's what it was for. So for me, always pivoting was just changing with the times and always being innovative and at the same time trying to find myself, because it's like being good at everything is a gift and a curse. Cause you're like, damn, I could do this and that, but which one do I do? So for me, it always was, man, I'm gonna try both and then just see what the fuck happen. And now I could be more intentional, cause now it gives me my wisdom. Everything that I did gave me my wisdom. Like, it's amazing to me that I get to look back and be like, yo, I worked with this person. I did that. I helped with that. I was a part of this. And I'm perfectly fine in my space because what we create now, Wolf Network, the couch, we already on to something new. You know what I mean? So it's like over the years, just being able to pivot, it was like a graduation. I tell everybody the same thing. It's like graduating. I had to be a party promoter to give myself an identity, a name. Then from there, the rap gave me a voice. Then after getting a name and a voice, it's like, all right, what can I do with this? Oh, I can promote businesses because I got a name. People gonna support me for the brand. Then after that, it's like, wait, I know this rap shit. I can help you with your career because I did it. I can't make it as a player, but I could probably make it as a coach. So let me help DJ Crazy because I believe in him. I believe in this artist. I believe in that artist. I want to be a part of that, but I don't want to be in it from the spotlight. Then it's like, wait, I'm not on the music scene. Okay, what can I do to stay connected to the culture? Let me jump on this side. I got a platform. I became an author. I'm well spoken, but now I want to see what I can do to help other people and give them my platform to elevate them. Talk about Undefined. We wasn't the first web show, but we was one of the most known of our times. Because of Undefined is why I'm able to still be respected to this day. Like you might think that it's gonna be this song you just did last year. It might be a song you might do a fucking a graduation song. That might be your biggest song ever.
Facts.
A kid song. Like a song that get played that check be your biggest song. A fucking Baby Shark. Imagine if you did a Baby Shark.
Right.
And you would think that it'd be this, but it'd be. So I feel like that's the maturation stage of my career where it's like everything I thought it would be, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
So now I'm just going with the flow and just trusting God. And every time I look back, somebody giving me my flowers, and I'm just happy with that.
Damn,
you know what I'm saying?
bro. That's crazy.
No, for sure, bro. And I feel like even like to piggyback, I could say the same for you, just pivoting. Like you was around, like you might have had a different perspective. Like you might have been, in a sense, like growing and developing your platform. You ain't had the biggest platform through every era, but you was there. Like I remember you being a DJ at Onyx, like throwing parties and promoting and booking talent and working working at bars and to making your way onto the scene, which was your ultimate goal. You was always like, man, we used to be trying to book you for shit. I don't feel like doing this shit.
Right.
You going to that bitch an hour and a half late. You got us arguing with motherfuckers. He on his way. Yo, this nigga, did you get better with your timing or fuck?
Oh, hell yeah.
You got better?
I'm way better.
This nigga used to have us arguing with the management at the bars.
I'm still a little late, but I'm still learning. But I remember that wavy. Even like one of my last conversations with you and Pimp, y'all basically told me about like my time management skills.
Yeah.
If I want to be respected in the game, I gotta get better on that. But yeah.
Cause we always wanna, for anybody I work with, bro, I would just tweet it and I stand on it. I say everything I touch get better.
Facts.
So it's like, that's a part of it. Artist development, your mind, your talent was there, but if your mindset fucked up, it's like you fucked up. It's
Facts.
like you can't, so us saying like, damn, this nigga, he gonna turn that shit up, but I don't wanna rely on his talent to do that. I wanna let him know, bro, get there on time because you want them to respect you as a business as well. So that you don't want the check to be late, because at the end of the night, you know what you're gonna say? Wolf and Pimp, where my money? They said they gonna send it tomorrow. No, I just got finished, send me my break. So we want to be able to say he was there on time. So you know how many times we had to cut the price because they were like, he only was there for 2 hours, but you'll turn it up, but it'll just be a time thing. But like you said, bro, that's why I even say the maturation and watching you develop, because like I said, I seen you work with everybody and being somebody that was multifaceted in multiple lanes, it could look like to the world that we could be all over the place, but only you know where you're trying to go. So it's like for somebody that got a straight path, it might look like you keep getting off at every stop. Why the fuck he keep stopping? What is he ain't never gonna get there. The next thing you know, you hop on a jet, you get where you going, and it happened. And I feel like that's kind of what I'm witnessing, and I'm proud of you for that because you know what I mean, I'm watching you grow right before our eyes. And you know, I hope by the time this come out, you even at a bigger level, so people could be like, that conversation alone brings that nostalgic feeling. You know what I mean? Because we talk so much about our childhood upbringing off camera, we didn't even get a chance to really tap into it. But it's cool because it's one of the things where it's like the story ain't done being told. It ain't done.
Yeah, and I'm blood in, so you could call me like crazy. I need this. We gonna do. If you want to do the exclusive Gangsta Girl, you know I'm about to drop like my second album. I'm doing Gangsta Girls with Drama.
It's fire.
Shake That album.
That's fire.
And that's gonna be, you know, Shake That remix gonna be on there. But the whole goal with that is to like solidify the sound that this is not no TikTok moment. And to solidify that this is a Philly sound. We ain't saying we started this wave. We ain't saying we Jersey or Baltimore. Because we know Baltimore started, Philly made it cool, Jersey got it to the world. What I'm saying about what I did was this whole shaking it and how we shake our hips, how I produce this music is from Philly.
For sure.
This wave right now is from Philly.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about club as a whole. We ain't talking about the percolator. We ain't talking about ride that wave. And that's some shit that we all grew up on. We talking about the new wave right now. This new thing started in Philly.
Yeah, no, and it's crazy because I say that all the time. I be like, this is Philly. If it's nothing, what y'all did is Philly. So I'm gonna just be real. Like, I'm not gonna act like I'm in the thick of things with knowing what's going on as far as in like what happens on TikTok with the different cities and shit. But for what I do know, I did see in certain comments where they like, give Jersey credit, give Baltimore credit. So but you from Baltimore
and I live in Jersey. I got signed out of Jersey. This is why I'm doing this press tour. You feel me? It's just like, the creator, dickheads, is from Baltimore, raised in Philly, and I got signed out of Jersey. I didn't create this and fight for this for us to be arguing. I did this shit for us to be like, damn, club finally getting its just due.
Yeah. And
my fault, not to cut you off.
You good.
To the max, right?
Yeah.
DJ Khaled and Drake, one of the first club songs of like mainstream of this generation right now. Sample J Hood without his, you feel me?
Yeah.
Sample J Hood. We was on the side of that.
We ain't gonna talk about Level Up. Level Up.
That's DJ Telly Tells.
Yeah.
You got Badman Drill, probably one of the, other than Sloan, Badman was signed type time up north doing this thing. But even with that, we support all of that. We not speaking on that. When we say this came from Philly, we talking about what the Philly Goats and DJ Crazy did. We ain't talking about we own the sound.
Yeah.
Bro, my uncle is DJ Roddy, partners with DJ Roddy. You know this, Dance My Pain Away.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I created what they did.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying. Bro, I mixed Philly, Jersey, and Baltimore together and made a sound.
Yeah.
So you can't, you know what I mean? You gotta come to the creator to get the questions. I can't even stop the young boys for them not knowing the culture that we came from, that we grew up off of J Hood, Frosty. Yeah. We grew up off of K Swift, Black Star. A lot of young boys don't know the culture.
Yeah, for
you know what I'm saying? So you can't.
And they, quite frankly, don't have to give a fuck.
They don't have to. They in their way.
They don't have to give a fuck. I just feel like it's like people like Harriet Tubman paved the way. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, they paved the way. They didn't get to see the way that they paved, but it was done.
You think Freak Nasty come at me for saying I created the Wu-Tang?
No.
No, because I'm keeping it going. The only reason I say Wu is to respect him, because I can say I created Tangin'. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to say that because I want to keep Wu-Tangin' alive.
Yeah.
You think he on some? No, he salute me. He just commented on my shit. Nephew, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like.
Because ultimately, you know who created, you know where your inspiration came from.
Yes.
And like, as long as you're willing to pay it back to the person that inspired you, I think that that's as much respect as given. Like, if Philly acknowledged Jersey and Baltimore, which I feel like it's done all the time.
We always do it. I do it.
I think that, but you know, I don't know. I just feel like we're in a society now where people want the credit more than they want the history to be done.
Right.
And we, fortunately enough, because we come from the same generation, we kind of still come from that let's make history generation more than it's like let's get the credit.
Fact.
And like I ain't gonna say we don't want our credit because so many people, so many creatives have been robbed of their work and not got no recognition, no royalties, no payment, no nothing for it. So I understand the fight for it, but at the same time is where it's like we not in this shit just to be like, oh, I did that. It's more so like it was done.
Right. And I'm clearing this up for being a dude other than who was doing it on like a public standpoint, other than Badman Drill. Badman Drill was probably the only one that's saying club music, I'm rapping over this sound. And that's my young boy, MC Vert, producing that stuff. And other than, you know, Sloan been did Baby Shark. Baby Shark probably like 2-3 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you come to this shit was an idea and it popped. So my thing is, if we all club hits, let's just wrap our arms around and say we finally made it, bro. You know how many niggas just got signed out of this way?
Yeah, I'm about to say, instead of trying to fight for who created it, it should just be like, yo, we got the spotlight. Let's go.
That's the argument with the Philly pioneers that want some credit right now. Because Philly is a couple people in Philly that think they but it's like, if you created, do it. Shake That was responsible for getting it to the worldwide. Shake That in Swag Talk, because at the time when Shake That went viral, Sloan just dropped a snippet of Swag Talk. Touch it, bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Them two songs is the reason why people is rocking their hips. Crazy ain't saying we created rocking hips. Crazy say all the time, we inspired by rocking hips.
I get it.
So Philly, we do like we do everybody. We burnt niggas for the dance and we made it better. That's what the young boys did.
Don't call us culture vultures, though.
I mean, no, not culture vultures. Philly, we always make something better. Yeah. We always do.
Because we are, Philly, we so thorough. You know? And like, you know, like not even just in a lingo standpoint, but just from a standpoint of us just like, we make shit cool. Like,
make it cool.
We make it cool, so I give it that. But I feel like, and like again, I'm gonna be real. All of this shit, like because I'm not in the music scene, I don't even know what the fuck be happening in the music world in terms of like, I just know what I see on the internet. What I mean is the TikToks, or I might see I see a lot of the artists just turned up. So it's like, I don't know the politics of who created this and who did. I don't know. So I'm sitting here just as intrigued as our audience might be, learning about
What happened?
what's going on. Because I always say it's like when you go to Disneyland, right? Disney World, it just looks like a magical place because it's an experience for the kids and for the adults, for your family. You don't know what go on behind the scenes of them parades and shit. If Mickey and Minnie don't really like each other,
Right.
all you know is the show that they put on. And I
Yeah.
feel like for me, for the first time in my life, I've been able to sit behind the scenes. Sit on the scene and enjoy the show.
Enjoy it.
And not know what the fuck going on behind the scenes. And I feel like I appreciate that because I get to be like as blissful as a kid in Disney
it's
World.
innocent, yeah,
It's
it's innocent, yeah.
I can honestly say I don't
Right.
know. I'm not in. And like I said, for me, it keep it entertaining because when you get into the details of it, it's like when, one time I never had a job before, but I went to work at Walmart. I went for orientation, and they told me I was gonna be a bike assembler. And I'm thinking, for me, my dream was to work at Walmart I was younger. I was like 18 at the time. I was trying to get out the streets, and I'm like, yo, I want to work at Walmart because I love going in Walmart. I
Right.
love it.
That
They
shit be
took me in the
lit.
back where the factory shit was at. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This ain't the place I applied for? This shit look like a fucking sweatshop back here. And I say that's how it is when you get behind the scenes of certain shit. You realize, like, damn, I'd rather just not be. I'd rather not know. I'd rather be on the front end as a customer enjoying this experience, so I ain't gotta know what's going on. But I feel like regardless, everything you said in terms of being inspired by the other sounds and taking it to the world, y'all did that. Can't nobody take that from y'all.
Ain't nobody, and I ain't gonna
Don't let
them
nobody
either.
take that from y'all.
I
Philly
can't.
on some shit. This is the greatest wave I've witnessed, and I've been a part of some great waves. And me personally, I don't say this because it sounds cool. I don't want no reward for it. I don't ask nobody for nothing. I'm genuinely just happy to say Philly finally got the ball that we wanted when we was artists.
Right.
We would to say like, yo, what if Philly had 5 or 6 artists, and we got that.
We
That's
in
why I denounce all that weird Philly. Nah, bro, none of that, because the way I look at it, like, everybody on some shit. So it might not look, it's like when you got siblings. You don't like your siblings every day. Still my brother, you still my
Facts.
sister. That's how I look at what's happening. So we not letting no fucking, the world not about to destroy. I look at it like the
Destroy us,
world is
right.
watching. It's like having company at the crib. I'll fight my brother if it's me and him in the house. But
Right.
if it's company here, we're not about to put on a show for company and show them, no. So when
Right.
I look at the city, I look at it like we all is the one city. And when the world is watching, we on our best behavior. We could fight and bicker and bitch against each other when there's nobody watching. But while y'all got the attention of the world, man, I think y'all should just keep making music.
Facts.
And that's what I just want to leave y'all with. And I just want to say, world, just keep doing your thing. You know, shit, man, like, you DJ my birthday party. So that goes to show how locked in we is. That
Yes, sir.
shit go unsaid. But, you know, I love you like a brother. And, you know, I'm proud of you, man. I genuinely and sincerely mean that. And I just want you to focus on the music and do you. At the end of the day, don't get distracted with none of the antics. And again,
Facts.
that's whether it's Jersey trying to say you Baltimore. Oh well, that's what they say. Nah, keep producing that heat.
Facts.
Keep giving these young boys the beats. Keep creating with them. Do your process. Keep linking up with the artists. I done seen you get Freeway on a party beat, eating that's on a party beat.
Yeah,
like you get
album coming, baby.
yeah,
Yes.
you doing different shit,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
And I appreciate the fact that I'm
Appreciate
able to
you,
witness
bro.
that shit. You know
Thank
what I'm
you,
saying?
bro.
No, for sure. So if you ain't got nothing you want to ask me or say to me, we can land a plane and I'll let you get back to your life, man. I know you got some
sir.
work to do.
Shake That 2 about to drop featuring Lil Uzi, DJ Crazy, DJ Drama, Gangsta Grill. Shake That. The album is coming soon, people.
Y'all heard it here, man. DJ Crazy on some shit. Make sure y'all continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Continue to stay tuned into the couch. And, you know, we'll see y'all back next week. But before y'all leave, we got to ask Wolf's question coming up.
So, Wolf, how do you hold yourself accountable?
That's a good question. Being able to hold yourself accountable comes with a great sense of self-assessment, right? And then being honest with yourself. A lot of people always look outwardly to try to figure out what the problem is, whereas though for me, I look inwardly. I always feel like it's something I could have did better or did different to make a situation better or to find a better solution. So for me, it just comes down to sitting down with myself without including the other party and what they could have did, and just really asking my own self, because I look at accountability like two words. Is your ability to take, is you taking into account the ability that you had to make a different decision in a scenario, where though other people look at it like they're supposed to hold somebody else accountable. I feel like accountability starts with self. So for me, it's just about self-assessing, being like, all right, Wolf, all right, now what could you have done differently? How could you have approached it? What do you plan to do differently moving forward? But not just saying it, actually doing it. I feel like a lot of people think of accountability as something you go, damn, my bad, or my fault, it won't happen again, and then it happened again, and then they do it again. I'm like, nah, like once I realize, once I'm aware of it, then, you know, that's when I'm able to start working towards a solution by actually implementing the shit that I just said I wasn't going to do. Or, you know, just, you know, moving in a different direction from the previous one. The Wolf has spoken.